Hello BTS lovers, Tokyo, the dazzling center of Asia's culture and technology, suddenly became the focus of international media after one of BTS's members, Jungkook, was reported to have made an unannounced visit to the Japanese capital. But the surprise wasn't his arrival, it was what was revealed behind this visit, a personal secret that had long been kept from the public, even from his devoted fans, ARMY. What really happened in Tokyo? And why is this visit seen as not just an ordinary one? Initial information stated that Jungkook arrived in Tokyo quietly, without media coverage, and not through the commercial routes he usually takes during BTS's promotions or world tours. This fact alone sparked much speculation. In the highly planned and structured South Korean entertainment industry, such a move is never made without a strong reason. Even more surprising, several internal sources confirmed that the visit wasn't related to music, collaboration, or commercial shoots, but to meet someone who had long been a significant part of Jungkook's personal life. Who is this mysterious figure? According to information obtained from an undisclosed source, Jungkook allegedly met with a Japanese vocal mentor who had guided him personally since his pre-debut days. A professional relationship that evolved into a personal bond is now being cited as one of the keys to Jungkook's character and musical growth. This fact only surfaced after limited photos of their meeting spread on fan forums and were later confirmed by an unofficial statement from a big hit music staff member. The statement noted that the meeting was part of Jungkook's personal reflection process, where over the past few years he had begun to re-explore the roots of his musicality and identity. This is an internal journey, the source said. He came to Tokyo not to perform, but to rediscover why he started singing. What made this revelation so dramatic was its timing. In recent months, Jungkook had reduced his group activities, choosing to focus on solo projects and private pursuits. Many assumed this was part of a career management strategy, but the Tokyo visit offered a different perspective, that Jungkook was in a deep phase of self-evaluation. He was reflecting not only on his music, but also on the personal life that had long been overshadowed by global fame. Furthermore, leaked internal documents mentioned that Jungkook had considered taking a long hiatus from the entertainment world, and his Tokyo trip served as a kind of personal retreat to determine the direction of his future. Industry observers viewed this as a signal that psychological pressure and the burden of global popularity were reaching a breaking point. In the K-pop world that demands perfection, admitting emotional exhaustion is not only rare, it is considered taboo. Public reactions were mixed. Fans around the world expressed support via various social platforms, voicing empathy for their idol's emotional journey. But on the other hand, many questioned why this had been kept secret for so long. "We don't need to know everything, but as fans, we want to be part of his journey," one ARMY member wrote on Twitter. IT didn't stop there. Jungkook's visit to Tokyo was also highlighted by Japanese media, allegedly in connection with a still confidential cross-cultural collaboration. Although no official confirmation was given, some speculation pointed to the possibility of a personal documentary project highlighting the human side of K-pop idols beyond the glittering stage. If true, it would be a revolutionary work that breaks the boundary between a global star's private and professional life. What is clear is that Jungkook's visit to Tokyo was not a leisurely activity without meaning. He came with a purpose, carrying a mission greater than promotion or image building. He came in search of answers, to peel back the layers of identity buried beneath public expectation, and to show that behind the image of a global superstar, there is a human being learning to know himself. So when we call this the biggest secret, it is no exaggeration. Jungkook has shown the world that openness, reflection, and the courage to walk a lonely path are integral parts of an artist's journey. Tokyo was not just a destination, it was a witness to a turning point that may forever change the course of Jungkook's career and life. Now the world waits. Is this secret just the beginning of a new chapter in Jungkook's life? Or is he preparing for an even greater surprise in the near future? One thing is certain, this was no ordinary visit. This was a revelation. And every revelation is the beginning of a deeper transformation. However, behind this seemingly dramatic and meaningful story, one important question arises that we cannot ignore. Did all of this really happen? Or is it merely a series of narratives meticulously crafted to create a sensation capable of shaking the online world and attracting global media attention? The fact that this information first emerged through short video clips on TikTok, swirling comments on Twitter, and lengthy speculations on YouTube calls its credibility into question. Several fan accounts claimed to have seen Jungkook in the Shibuya district, while others claimed to have received leaks from insiders. But the question remains, who are the actual sources? Can they be trusted? In the midst of this vast sea of rapidly spreading information, we need to pause and ask, is it possible that Jungkook's visit was used as a covert marketing tool? Is this merely part of a subtle campaign ahead of a major project yet to be announced? The entertainment world, especially the K-pop industry, is highly skilled at crafting narratives that shape public perception. So, is this a fabricated story? Furthermore, if this truly was a personal retreat, why were there leaked photos? Why did details that were supposed to be personal spread so quickly and widely? Was this truly an information leak, or was it deliberately leaked to create a viral effect? It's undeniable that some fans admitted to being moved and felt closer to Jungkook because of this story. But isn't that also part of an image-building strategy? When the public feels connected to the human side of an idol, their loyalty strengthens. Is this emotional manipulation wrapped in an inspirational narrative? Or is this the reality that has long been hidden behind the glitter of celebrity life? We also must question, why haven't major media outlets covered this issue officially? Is it because they haven't found credible validation, or because they know this is nothing more than baseless gossip? Or perhaps they are choosing to wait for official confirmation to avoid further muddying the waters with unverified information. Dear readers, in today's digital era, anyone can be an information disseminator. With just one short video edited with dramatic music, one narrative written in a convincing style, or one image snippet with an ambiguous caption, the public immediately believes it. But is that enough to call it a fact? Before we get carried away in euphoria or empathy, let us reflect. Do we really know what happened in Tokyo? Have we ever considered that perhaps this story was designed to create a specific emotional effect? Who benefits if this news spreads and is believed? It is important to understand that this news comes from various social media channels, such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and several alternative news sites. Although it appears convincing, the truth of this information cannot yet be confirmed with certainty. In fact, most sources have yet to provide solid evidence in the form of official statements from Jungkook or his agency, Big Hit Music. We are not saying that all of this is definitely false. But we are also not stating that it is entirely true. What we encourage is a critical, skeptical, and reflective attitude toward every piece of information we consume. We cannot continuously be victims of the wave of sensationalism spread for popularity, clicks, or content monetization. AS fans, of course, we want the best for our idol. But is blind trust a healthy form of support? Doesn't loving also mean protecting, even from possible information manipulation that could harm the idol? In this context, we invite you, the readers, to join the discussion. Do you believe Jungkook's visit to Tokyo truly happened for personal reasons as reported? Or do you think this is just a fabrication designed to create an emotional narrative that sells? How do you verify information like this before believing or sharing it? With the increasingly blurred lines between fact and fiction in modern news, critical thinking and media literacy are essential tools so we don't get swept away by misinformation. Don't let us become part of spreading false news simply because we don't ask, don't doubt, and don't dig deeper into the sources of information.